Coming to you from the city of Portage-la Prairie, Manitoba, this is Shaw TV's live coverage of the 2015 Canad Inns Women's Classic. This event is part of the World Curling Tour and is proudly sponsored by Canad Inns. Hello everybody, I'm your host Mike Valente. We're upstairs here at the Tavern United at the Canad Inns, overlooking 8 beautiful sheets of ice, and we are just minutes away from Jennifer Jones facing off against Carrie Einarson. Carrie from East St. Paul, Manitoba. She had that famous 8-ender this year at the 2015 Manitoba Scotties Tournament of Hearts. She's battling Jennifer Jones, who of course has 11 Grand Slam titles to her name. She won a gold medal at the 2014 Olympic Games in Sochi, and she won this very tournament last year. These two teams have history. Let's send it down to Mike Beauregard and Maureen Bonner.
Maureen, 8 teams make tomorrow's playoffs. 2 have already qualified through the A event finals. 2 more will qualify through the B event finals on this draw. And our featured match is an all-Manitoba matchup.
This is going to be a great matchup. It's a reunion of sorts for these two teams to be playing each other. They're both aggressive teams. They will play a very aggressive first end. I'm looking forward to watching this game unfold.
Now, we don't know a whole lot about Carrie Einarson's foursome, but we know they're playing well and they're starting to break through on the World Curling Tour.
Yes, they had a really good go in Newfoundland, and I think they've played across the country so far. They're increasing their level of play every time they're out there. They're getting very confident, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do against Jones today. Yeah,
they'll certainly have a test. The Jones rink is the 2-time defending champion here, going for 3 in a row. We'll have much more from Portage and the 2015 Canad Inns Women's Classic. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Portage Curling Club and the Canad Inns Destination Center here in Portage. And there's a look at Team Einarson. An all-Manitoba matchup, as we mentioned. Einarson going up against defending Canadian champion Jennifer Jones. And it's a rematch of the Manitoba Scotties final won by Jones last year. Team Einarson playing a lot more on the World Curling Tour this year. They've stepped it up a bit, and they won an event out in Newfoundland, the Tier 2 division of the first slam of the year. And what that did was, not only did it put a bit of cash in their pockets, but it allowed them an automatic berth into next week's slam event out in Truro, Nova Scotia. So they're getting lots of experience, and they'll get more here today playing Jones in a B event final. 8 teams make the playoffs. 2 qualified already yesterday, and 2 more will qualify here. The other B event final features Eunjung Kim of Korea against Nina Roth of the USA. So the winners will advance to tomorrow's playoffs. The losers will have to play tonight. And also on the ice, as well as these 2 B event finals, we've got 4 elimination games, and one of them, Maureen Bonner, is quite interesting. It pits a couple of world champions up against each other, and Kelly Scott and Kathy Overton Clapham.
Well, 2 players that actually played together years and years and years ago. So it's a hookup of Winnipeg versus Winnipeg from days gone by, and it'll be interesting to see how that unfolds as well. Kelly Scott has a new team. The last 2 years she's been playing with this team. She didn't go to a lot of the tour events last year. She stayed in BC, so glad to see her back in Manitoba this year.
Just finishing up the warm-ups here, and they just don't throw rocks down the sheet, do they, in preparation for a game?
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people just think they're warming up, getting the stretching and that sort of thing, and that's part of it in the warm-up, but it also is important when throwing the draw to the button to break down the ice. So they're breaking down one side in particular, the side that whoever is throwing the draw to the button is going to throw that rock to the button on that side, that turn. generally it is the skip that's throwing the draw to the button. So they've worked the ice all the way on one side and then work it on the way home on the, it looks like with Carrie here, she's throwing the out turn, prefers the out turn, draw to the button. And they also break it across that portion of the ice so that just in case if you get a little full of the broom or a little narrow of the broom, you've broken the ice down. So she should know what the speed is here, what she needs to put on it.
There's a look at Carrie, 28 years of age, originally from Gimli. This rink is curling out of East St. Paul. And as we mentioned, they actually won the second division of the Tour Challenge out in Newfoundland. And they've made the semifinals of 2 other World Curling Tour events. So some early success this season. I think it's just a slight piece of the button there.
I think she got a little fooled on that. It hung out on her for quite a while. She kind of threw her hand up saying, yeah, it's just hanging out. But did try to come in at the end. It'll be interesting to see if maybe the ice is not as curly as it was earlier in today's other draws. But we'll keep an eye on it and see what happens.
And there's a look at Jennifer Jones and her team. They've played 4 events this year. Have not made the finals in any of them. But I'm not sure we're concerned about them hitting stride at some point this season.
For sure. I believe Dawn Dawn McEwen now, wasn't playing in the first part of the year. She just had her baby, Vienna, and so they were just getting their stride. They did qualify in 2 of those spills, so nothing to be ashamed of as well. That's pretty good to qualify and start of the year, and they'll likely just continue to build their momentum as this year unfolds.
Jennifer's playing through the B side because she lost in one of the A event finals to Michelle Inglot of Saskatchewan. She has wins over Darcy Robertson, Barb Spencer, and Stephanie Lawton, who's out on the ice right now trying to survive in the C event. Lawton, a champion here back in 2012. And we're underway.
So Anderson will throw first rock. Jones was successful in the draw to the button for the hammer. And I'm sure Carrie's just asking for this rock to be a nice guard just out front, tight to the rings. Looks like she's asking, getting it right into the rings. A little bit of cat and mouse here right off the start. Jennifer will call for the corner guard, so we were right when we said they'll start out the first end playing aggressive. Here we go, they're putting the guards up.
There's a look at Dawn McEwen.
Carrie will just ask her lead to put another guard up front, protect that one in the middle of the 12-foot.
Second stone for Kristen McCush, who's battling a cold this week. Both of these rinks playing back-to-back games. They really stuff them in. Probably 35 minutes, 40 minutes off for these 2 rinks.
For sure, it was a quick turnaround. Both their games ended a little earlier, so it gave them a couple extra minutes to get something to eat.
Mike Beauregard, Maureen Bonner, Mike Valente downstairs, and our Shaw crew pleased to be bringing you action from the 2015 Canadians Women's Classic. We'll be back on the air tonight with the 8:30 draw, and if you can't make it to Portage, we'll have the championship final for you tomorrow night at 6. $60,000 up for grabs here. And a really good early season test for these teams. Decent field as always here in Portage.
Liz made a nice hit and roll behind that corner guard. Jen will try and repeat it and hit it, and just asking for bumper weight to remove the yellow stone in the top 12 foot.
Real hard. Real hard. 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 Go, Caitlin. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Beauty, Jilly. Great shot.
Great shot by Jill. Wanted that roll all the way. Nice call by Jen. Carrie wasting no time. She's a quick caller on the broom. She's wanting the straight back hit. Well done.
I like coming around. I like coming around. Yeah.
Well, the beauty of that straight back hit is that Anderson left the front guard up on the center line. So Jennifer is asking Jill to draw around it on the out turn.
Line's good. Yeah, room.
This is where it's really important, Mike, to make sure that rock stays in front of the tee line.
Line's good. Line's good. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Hard.
Last of the second stones.
Hard line. Hard, hard, hard. You got a good one, guys. You got a good one. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Keep her going.
Ooh.
Keep her going. Hard, hard,
Couple
hard.
of beauties from Jill Officer.
Really nice shot by Jill. They're really working this, trying to get it by that front guard. We've got a beauty coming in here, well swept.
Into third stones now, the first for Selena Cates. The Anderson rank has played one more game than the Jones foursome. Beat Kelly Scott in their last match earlier this afternoon.
Kristen's guard did it like. I think so. We could go around here even. It's just hard. Yeah. Or here, but. I like the guard now. Okay. Fairly tight, 4 feet.
Yeah, Kristen's really didn't do much when she threw the guard, so it didn't finish.
Electing to play the guard here, their rock, Jennifer's rock, is biting the 4 foot, and it's in a great position. So they want to protect that point. The corner guards she could go around those, but they're awfully high. It's an awfully high corner guard that would just allow a hit and a roll or a draw around. So this is a really good call by Jen.
That'll work. Line's good. Line's good. Gotta be tight, guys. Hard. Every inch, guys. Every inch for line. Every inch. Okay, whoa. Whoa. Little bit. Okay.
Now that's a bit of an error because they don't want it that high. It gives Anderson the chance to get around and come down to it, sit on top of it, corner it, or punch it back. So that was a little bit of an error, leaving that guard that high.
second stone for Selena Cates. And we'll keep you updated on all the other games going on the 5 o'clock draw. The other B event final, Kim against Roth.
Yeah. Come around.
Well, she didn't corner freeze it, but it's not entirely bad, Mike. It's still in front of the tee. It's in front of the blue stone. It's promotable.
What else do you like? Come around.
Jen's got to decide
Yes,
what she
really
wants to do
big.
to set up her second
Not
point.
very many good places to put it. I like going here, or we can come through there.
Okay, I like open then.
Okay. Back 8.
Where are they?
They're just full 12.
Okay,
Full 12 plus an inch.
okay. I think it's gonna slow her down the middle. Your guard didn't. Okay. Like a 3 1/4-ish, 3 1/2 maybe.
Caitlin just confirming the numbers on the weight she needs to throw.
Whoa.
There was some
no,
comment
no.
about it being a little
Never,
slower down the
ever,
middle.
ever.
And you sometimes find that with a lot of
Get better.
practice ice, a lot of slides down the middle already. Changes it up, a little bit patchy. Might start sliding easier to the outside.
Okay.
Weight wasn't bad.
Oh, yeah. Was fun? Yeah. You like it's just off. Do you like it? Is it going quite a bit? I was soft as well. Okay, you got it.
That's a good discussion, Mike, relaying that she threw the rock a little soft, meaning it wasn't a real clean release. It was a little bit of soft release, which makes it curl a little bit more. So that's good information for Carrie to have if she's going down to throw her stone. Looks like she's not going to overthrow this. It's going to be a down weight shot. Try and double bump it, bump the yellow onto blue and sit behind cover.
Into skip stones now, first in, the first for Carrie Einarson in an all Manitoba matchup here at the Canadians Women's Classic, Jones versus Einarson. Gets past the guard and removes Jones's blue stone.
Try to get the nose or draw.
A great shot by Einarson there.
that's just as good, eh?
They didn't panic, kept with it.
Just gonna
and
give her the draw anyway.
Great, great straight back. Here we see it again. Just keeping it clean by that front one. Straight back onto the blue one, and out she goes. They lay 2.
You need to bite the 4. Close here, Jill? No, it's a little bit more, but. Try to hold off early.
Jen's looking at throwing the out-turn draw.
Broom.
Okay.
First stone for Jennifer Jones.
Let
She
it
has the
die.
hammer here in the first.
Go back 8.
It is. Okay.
No, 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 no.
Oh, whoa. Yep. Wow.
Late movement on these rocks. I think it's fooling them a little bit. They're making sure that they have the weight there, but it's tracking a little bit outside. It doesn't move into the towards the button until at the hog line, Mike. So it's kind of that difference between sweeping it in there and letting it glide in there. If she'd had sweeping weight on that and they could have swept it a little longer, it might have bent in around those 2 yellow ones. But it was really late movement, so Carrie Einarson can see pretty much 3/4 of that rock.
So the play then, Maureen, here.
She's going to throw the out turn, same shot she just played, same weight, just a little farther out. Hope to hit, maybe even roll away, and force Jennifer to draw again to cold draw to the forefoot. I mean, that's a good play. You don't want to play it so tight to that front one and you know, give the end away. So that was a good play by Carrie Anderson.
Same spot. I probably could throw a hair less here, I think.
And
just
so
because
Jones
it's
will try to
one more
settle
walk.
for one here.
Not much.
Last rock, first
Got
in.
more room, Jill. Got room.
Jones
Jill,
facing
go.
a couple.
Ryan's good. Follow you. Okay, let it die then.
Line
This is
straight.
all up to the speakers at this,
All
or
there.
sweepers at this point, Mike.
Atta girl. One.
And she draws for her one. So Carrie Anderson forcing Jennifer Jones to take one here in the first, and it's Jones's foursome leading 1-0. Earlier, our Mike Valente spoke to Carrie Anderson.
Here with Carrie Anderson. Carrie, what would you say is the biggest strength of your team?
The biggest strength, we are very good at, if we don't have hammer, trying to just hold them to one or two, and just trying to, and sometimes even if we don't have hammer, we're really good at trying to generate that steal too. So,
You had that famous 8-ender at the Scotties tournament. You got one of those in you today?
well, that'd be pretty cool. But
It would help you a lot, I think.
no, I think I don't think she'll let me have that many rocks in play.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
We'll go to break. You're watching the 2015 Canadians Women's Classic on Shaw TV.
Hello. It's important that all Manitobans know the 5 sudden warning signs of a stroke: weakness, trouble speaking, vision problems, headache, and dizziness. Stroke is a medical emergency. Recognize the signs and react by calling 911 or your local emergency number. Someone's life could be in your hands. For more information, visit heartandstroke.mb.ca.
Go Winnipeg, go everywhere.
River and Osborne in the heart of Osborne Village.
And the Gaynor Family Regional Library.
From backyards to backstage, the stories that matter live on Shaw TV.
I'm here at the Mennonite Heritage Village.
We are here at Fort White Alive.
We're at the Main Street Farmers Market in Winnipeg's North End.
It is the Gimli Film Fest.
Go Winnipeg, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. 7 days a week, only on Channel 9.
Canad's Destination Centers, proud to support our community with 10 destination centers in Manitoba.
Welcome back to the 2015 Canadians Women's Classic. Our featured game, a B event final, has Jennifer Jones up 1-0 on Carrie Anderson. Our other B event final has Eunjung Kim of Korea curling Nina Roth of the United States. No score to report there. And we've got 4 elimination games. Stephanie Lawton, a former champion here, is on the ice right now. And as well some bigger names, or some as large a name, I guess you could say, Kelly Scott and Kathy Overton Clapham. No score there. Christy McDonald of Manitoba is curling Sherry Anderson, veteran from Saskatchewan. Chantal Eberly up against Cece Oslin.
Sherry Anderson is actually got a spare. She's not curling right now. She's got Janet Harvey filling in for her. She's got a bit of a leg injury that she's attending to and taking this game off. But to update you on our sheet, Jennifer Jones called the first one in by her lead, and Carrie Enerson has put up the corner guard, and they've exchanged rocks in the house, and you're up to date where we are right now with Jill Officer throwing.
I was just gonna nose. I thought it might solid to it. Yeah.
2 rinks have already qualified for tomorrow's playoffs. They have today off. Michelle Englot of Regina, curling out of the Highland Curling Club, and Tracy Fleury, formerly Tracy Horgan, out of Sudbury. And some notables who have been dispatched, eliminated during the afternoon draw. Darcy Robertson of Manitoba. Michelle Monford is out. Margaretha Sigfridsson of Sweden. And I think Jill Thurston, is she among those?
Yes.
As well, Maureen?
Yes, Jill was in the final last year against Jennifer Jones at this event, and she lost her earlier game against Kathy Overton-Clapa, another Manitoba matchup. Jennifer looking for the hit and roll here by Jill Officer, her second.
Oh, sorry, Jilly. It looked like it was going to bust.
I think they're getting a little bit fooled on the ice. It seems a little straighter than it was earlier today. We'll have to keep an eye on that and listen for the discussion on that throughout this game. Carrie's team is a young team, and you know, it's important to note they've got really nice weight control on their hits when they're playing these down weight shots. Sometimes when you have young players coming out of juniors and that they like to throw the high hard when they like to throw a lot of weight, but I've really been impressed watching Carrie's team and their control of their hit weight when they need to bring it down.
Okay.
Playing a quick end here, already into third stones. The first for Caitlin Laws.
Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. A little bit, Dawn. It should go a little bit. Should go, should go, should go. Go, 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 go. Great shot. Perfect.
Carrie looking at getting a hit and roll here. This shot of Jennifer Jones third. Hit and roll, trying to get it behind that front guard, but just rolled into the forefoot. Wide open for Enerson.
Here's Selena Cates. Both of these teams tuning up for next week's Grand Slam event, the Masters of Curling in Truro, Nova Scotia.
Or do you want to just freeze? I have a quarter. Yeah, like it's there. Do you like that? Sure. Okay, here. Bumper.
Throwing a little tap back weight here, making sure she gets down to the face of that rock. Caitlin's been asked to throw an in-turn tap. Coming through the goalposts up top there, the two guards up front. They had to wait on that so long to get it past that high guard. Otherwise, they could have been sweeping that. They just had to get by that yellow rock. And they could have been going on it hard there to get the roll behind that. But at that point, it's just a hit and roll right out in the open, sort of, so to speak, I guess, if you're at this level of curling, that's wide open for them.
Similar shot plan, but it wrecks out front.
Just curled a little more than I think they thought on that inside-out shot.
Right there,
turn.
yeah, go forward. Yeah, even if I'm half and half. Yep, I like that. Okay. That Dawn was soft on hers, so that's Dawn's ice.
Yep.
Should be close, hey?
Yep.
Okay.
You got it.
Hair heavier?
Hair, yeah.
One thing a lot of
I need
teams
less
can
than I
listen
threw
in
last
on
time?
these curlers and the discussion they have, Mike, in the house to understand that
Just can't go back to
you might
right?
throw it
So
not so well and you tell your skip I threw it
ideally
soft,
just
but that's
pull in
all
the forefoot
information
just
that's
fully
really,
forward,
really
half
important, especially when you're looking at icing yourself around a come-around shot or trying to bury a rock, knowing how your teammate threw it and trusting that, you know, it's not a bad thing to let them know you didn't throw it that good. It's all information that's workable in the strategy.
Line's good.
It's a little tight.
Line's good.
Line's good, line's
Go
good.
for it. It's all you. Okay, Nolden. Arm.
Here's the first for Jennifer Jones. Anderson has the hammer here in the second.
Fight the button. Pull for. Fight the button. Pull for. All you.
Needs to cut.
She
Yep,
wants
yep,
top
yep.
four here, Mike.
Yep, 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 yep. Good brushing, guys.
Nice weight by Jennifer. They're sweeping this, making sure that it doesn't go behind the tee line. That's death at this point. You want to make sure that it is top four. Put the pressure on Anderson here by being top 4 foot. Carrie was looking at the one blue stone, Jennifer's stone on the 4 foot off to the right, and you know, hit and roll in wouldn't be a bad shot either, but she thinks she can see enough of this one to play just down weight and tap it back. The unfortunate part here is if you don't get it exactly right, you tap it back and you roll it in the open, now you've given Jennifer a hit for just a 3.
The way it finishes, we could possibly get to nose. That guard's pretty high.
This is all weight here.
Clean it. Yeah.
Here's the first for Anderson. Coming off a victory over Kelly Scott this afternoon. 4-1 record. She hits and rolls away.
Nice shot by Carrie Anderson.
Same ice, I think, eh?
Jen will put it right back where she just removed her stone. Try and make it better this time, get it right behind that guard, and then Carrie Anderson will have to decide what she wants to play at that point.
So we need to make sure we do that. Try to throw you about the same, I think. It's not busting here, so if you could not sweep it early, that would be great. Afraid to take too much less ice, though, so.
Jennifer says it's not busting, it's not taking off right away, it's hanging out there quite a long time. So if you jump it too early and start to sweep it too early, it'll stay out there even longer. So she's just reiterating, just wait on it for a little bit, as long as you can, and then the curls come into play close to the bench, close to the hog line.
Let's see if she can bury this fully.
Oh, stop. Stop, 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 stop. Oh.
behind the tee line. Did she set up a double here, Mike, with the 2 blue rocks? Carrie plays the double here. She'll be solidly socked behind that guard, high guard.
Yeah. Like this? I think so. Okay. It's pretty thin, so yeah.
What would be the degree of difficulty on this shot?
This is a pretty difficult shot. I mean, she needs a quarter of the rock, and she's got the double. So it's all in a matter of release. She's going to throw it fairly hard, I would imagine, to keep the line fairly true. So it's just a matter of actually more pressure on the third to call the rock, the double properly.
All right, key shot, although we're in the early stages. Anderson facing 2 here in the second. And
did they get it far enough? One for sure. They're going to measure. It's pretty close. I can't see who's shot from here, but looks pretty close.
yeah, it's close on the overhead, and we have a fairly good vantage point from behind, and we certainly can't tell from here. There's another angle. I mean, it looks like yellow from that perspective, but cameras can fool you.
For sure, and you never know if the rings are actually really true or not, especially in clubs. I mean, they're put in at the beginning of the year, and you just have to hope that they're fairly true. Each team is responsible for measuring their own stones, which is not like at the Scotties or at the Briar, where you have officials that come out to measure the stones. So these thirds will be measuring their own stones here and deciding amongst themselves who will be shot rock. It might be easier to measure that without those mitts on. It's yellow.
And so it's yellow, a deuce in the second end for Carrie Anderson. And her rank takes a 2-1 lead over Jennifer Jones, who spoke to our Mike Valente just prior to this game.
Here with Jennifer Jones. Jennifer, earlier this afternoon, you guys defeated Team Lawton. What did you like about your team's performance in that draw?
I thought we had a pretty good game from start to finish, and we kind of let one slip away in the A final, and we bounced back with a big win against a good team.
As the skip, are there any specific things you do before a big draw like today?
No, that's always for us. It's just whether it's the Olympic final or any other game, you just want to approach it the same way and try to put your best on the ice.
Business as usual. I like it. Jennifer Jones, as we go to break, it's the 2015 Canad Inns Women's Classic right here on Shaw TV.
Tavern United, a new world sports pub with a wide selection of sporting events televised at our 8 locations in Manitoba. Tavern United, your destination for great sports all the time.
Welcome back to the Canad Inns Women's Classic. Mike Beauregard, Maureen Bonner, Mike Valente. At the Portage Curling Club, Jennifer Jones giving up a deuce in the second, and she trails Carrie Anderson 2-1. Curling the third here.
That's not on. Do you guys like that, or I still kind of like that? I kind of like corner.
the winner qualifies for tomorrow's playoffs. The loser will have to try to qualify through the C event tonight. There's one other B event final going on right now. Nina Roth is curling Eun Jung Kim of Korea. No score to report there. They're in the second.
Line's good. Line's good.
Jennifer still playing aggressive, asking Dawn her lead to put up the corner guard.
Good spot, Dawn. Nice shot.
Kelly Scott has a 1-0 lead on Kathy Overton Clapham in a C event elimination game. Four elimination games on the ice right now as well, and we'll keep you updated on those. And we're back on the air tonight at 8:30 with the 4 C event finals. We'll be down to 8 from the 26 that started this event on Thursday. And we'll have the final tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. $18,000 to the winning team. And that's decent money. And there are seemingly events every weekend now, Maureen. Do you look at that World Curling Tour schedule and just marvel, thinking back to the days when you played?
It makes me tired, actually, when I look at it and see it. I remember how tiring it was back then, and you know, we weren't traveling from one end of the country to the other as much as they are now. But oh, what a grueling schedule they have. I think we're in something like week 10 already. It's ridiculous how many events there are. And
yeah, they were playing in late August over in Europe.
They started in late August, and I know Jennifer's team went to Stockholm and played in an event there already. It's just amazing how much, you know, traveling they're doing. And Carrie Anderson's team, you know, out to Newfoundland, and they were back out to BC playing there, and then in Calgary, and they're going to be going another week's time to Nova Scotia. So it's grueling. It's a lot. You're taking one suitcase and then dropping it off at home and picking up another one. Now here's Jill Officer being asked to throw a straight back peel. This will be coming very, very hard down the ice. This is Jill's specialty. She wants to clear up that front, open it up. She's going for the 2, but just missed that back guard, 12-foot guard.
Second stone for Liz Fife.
And Liz will be throwing an out turn here just to close up put that guard back on and keep their point well guarded. That's sitting in the top 4. Nice shot by Liz.
Go for this.
Yeah. Hair high.
7-8.
Jill being asked to throw the same shot again.
Okay, roll it, Caitlin. Yeah.
Just a little bit of an in-out motion on her hand there. That rock tracked all the way down. Rolls over for a corner guard.
The Anderson's team, their only blemish, a 4-1 record, was against Woon Jung Kim of Korea. They have victories over Nina Roth, who's in the B event final as we speak. Also victories over Tiffany McLean, Erica Brown, and Kelly Scott on the last draw.
Interesting, the South Korean team game against Carrie Anderson, sorry. I keep pronouncing her name wrong. Sorry, Carrie. But Patty Withrich used to be the coach of the South Korean team and is now coaching Carrie's team. That would have been an interesting game for Coach Patty Withrich to watch. She's shaking her head. Yes, it was. Yes, it was very interesting. Another note, Cal Botterill has worked with Jennifer Jones' team for many, many years. Is now also working with Carrie Anderson's team.
Sports psychologist.
Well known in the sports psychology world.
Yeah, renowned.
Look at this shot, just straight back, just nicks their blue rock out of there. That's unfortunate. Didn't remove any of the stones up front either, so it's left some nice guards for Carrie Anderson to use. She's going to bring this rock right in there, right tucked around the guards.
Second stone for Selena Cates. Lots of rocks out front to work with.
They want this in tight. It's well hidden. Came around very well, but just left the corner available for Jones to draw or clear the front. I would think she'll likely look at clearing the front, but we'll see what she calls. Discussion on this one. Looking at this replay on that draw coming in, they're sweeping this as hard as they can to get it by. They want this as tight to that shot rock as possible, bringing it in as tight as they can, getting it tucked around so that they can't utilize this rock. Jones can't hit this rock. Just over curled once it got around there.
If you make that, you could probably get it, make it double, and it's all clear.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that either. So it's either we try that.
You'll get it the 6 off.
This would get off the button, maybe.
Yeah.
Or we do that.
Yeah. What do you think it does with the in there?
I think it'll run actually, because that's where you threw your draw. So I think it'll just run nice.
Okay.
Do you like that better?
Is that the best result? I mean, if we go here, they're guarding.
I can run the guard in, or I can run that 2 in.
This might give us more options. I mean, this is nicer since everything's open, but
just make sure we score.
I don't know. Either, yeah.
Let's play that.
Okay.
Make it 6 3/4, say.
Yeah.
Mike, they looked at both shots here, the draw down corner freeze, and then possibly have some options of running something on the side in, or clearing the front and opening it up for Skipper so that she has a place to draw to. I like this shot as well because, you know, there's a lot that can happen. You can get some rocks moving, open things up. The problem is Anderson's rock is in front of the tee line, and that makes it a little bit trickier for the draw shot.
Last of a third stones.
Nice shot, Caitlin. Very nice.
That's a nice shot. She got everything cleared off the front and everything moving behind that second rock. That's Anderson's. Second shot is behind the tee, so that's not an issue. Carrie Anderson will likely just put a tight guard on, covering that shot stone and force another run back. Carrie is a mom. She's got 2 twin daughters. Just turned 3, I believe. 2. Sorry, correct me. They just turned 2. Little cuties.
That must be one busy woman.
She is one busy woman. That's right. You need a good support system behind you, and I know Carrie's mom and dad are very, very supportive of her curling as well as those grandkids.
Nice looking guard there.
It's a beauty.
I think we probably are best to tap it, eh?
Yeah.
Looks like the out turn's better. Don't you?
Yep.
Slightly offset. Okay. Back line.
Where do you want to move it to? About there?
Yeah, I'd like to be shot, so.
Yeah. I like it.
I think out there?
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Jennifer electing to throw an out turn tap, just come down to that shot rock, tap it back 8, fighting the 12, leave her own stone there for shot.
How much separation would you want there?
As long as you're shot, you can push it back, a foot or so. Keep that as a hazard behind there so that when Carrie has to remove the shot rock, she might have to negotiate another stone. She does have to move it at least a foot and a half to get it back. It is in front of the tee line.
First stone for Jennifer Jones here in the third. She has the hammer down 2-1 to Carrie Anderson of East St. Paul, all Manitoba B event final here at the Canad Inns Women's Classic.
Well done. So they're waiting on this rock. I'm waiting and waiting to get off of it and let it finish here just from the hog line in. Starting to work. Beautiful weight by Jennifer to tap that back to the back 4 foot. Remain shot. Carrie Anderson has a chance here, Mike, to hit and roll behind the guard in front of the tee line again and leave Jennifer either outdraw to the button or the same shot again.
Well, thus far she's been on. It's quite obvious why they've had success early on in this event.
She's definitely focused and tenacious when it comes to curling. She loves this sport. Great shot. Ooh. So she threw a little harder than I thought she was going to throw. Nice control, takeout weight. Coming in there, they're just keeping it clean. Hit and roll right behind the center guard.
Well, from our vantage point, which is pretty close to that, there's not much poking out.
No, Jennifer will have to draw to the Canad Inn button. Get a piece of that. This will be all up to the sweepers. You know, technology is a beautiful thing when it works, right? But, you know, today's curlers are all equipped with stopwatches, and they do a lot of timing of rocks and timing of releases, and they know, this team in particular knows Jennifer, how she throws her rock, when she throws her draws. They can pretty much judge right out of her hand. They still use the clocks to double check, but they know how much weight she has. And great sweepers like them, they'll watch it all the way in. They will not leave this rock until they have it on the pin.
Last rock, third end. Jennifer Jones down by 1, facing 3. And she's shy and gives up a steal of 1. So Carrie Anderson steals 1 here in the third to go with her deuce in the second, and she's up 3-1 on the reigning Canadian champion. We're back with much more of the Canadians Women's Classic from Portage in just a moment. Don't go away.
Canada West football is live on Shaw. Tune in Friday, October 23rd when the high-flying UBC Thunderbirds touch down in Saskatoon for a battle with the Saskatchewan Huskies. Crown Produce, Canada West football, only on Shaw.
Shaw TV wants to send 2 deserving recipients to the 103rd Grey Cup. Do you know a super fan, a football player doing great work in their community, or perhaps a teacher who goes above and beyond for their students? Tell us why this person deserves a pair of tickets to the Grey Cup, and they will be entered to win tickets to the biggest CFL game of the year.
Destination Centers, proud to support our community with 10 destination centers in Manitoba.
Welcome back to Portage, and we're going to update you on some of the other games going on. We've got another B event final, and Woonjung Kim is taking a 3-0 lead on Nina Roth in that game. They're curling the third, so the winner moves on to the playoffs tomorrow, much like in our game, and the loser will have to try to qualify through the C event this evening. Our featured match, Jennifer Jones down 3-1 now to Carrie Anderson. And in the elimination games, there are 4 of them. It's Kelly Scott with a 1-0 lead on Kathy Overton Clapham. Sherry Anderson leads Christy McDonald of the Granite 2-0. Chantal Eberly is up 3-0 on Cece Osland. And Stephanie Lawton is up 2-1 on Jamie Sinclair.
Well, that was a great steal by Anderson in that last end. Jennifer threw a lovely rock. It just overcurled and came up on shot stone. I think her weight was really good. But it unfortunately just racked on the shot stone, and Carrie Anderson stole one. This end is no surprise here. Carrie has asked her front end to put one in the top 4 foot, which Jennifer's just tapping right now, and just finished putting her lead second rock as a guard. Jennifer went to the side, putting up a corner guard, and is asking now for Dawn McEwen to hit and roll behind those corner guards.
They play 8 here on the World Curling Tour, and stay tuned for our 4th end break. Mike Valente will talk to both skips. We need to put him to work because we pay him big money. We're actually, since we're in Tavern United, we're paying Mike in Caesar salads.
For sure.
And nachos.
Food seems to be the good fit with him. The smell behind us is just amazing. Anyone that wants a Saturday night out should come on down and enjoy the atmosphere here. There's lots of people watching the games and playing pool and enjoying themselves at Canad Inn.
Yeah, the Tavern United is packed
this
evening, and we'll have another draw here at 8:30. The C event finals, the last 4 qualifiers. Michelle Englot of Regina and Tracy Fleury of Sudbury are already into the playoffs, having qualified last night through the A event. Now, they would have probably thrown rocks today or later tonight if they haven't already, but they won't play today. Advantage or disadvantage?
It depends. They'll get to throw again tomorrow. But I always find like it's nice every so often when you're on such a heavy schedule to go through A. It's always the goal to go through A. But sometimes, you know, when you're not catching onto the ice or you just need to have that reassurance, it's nice to play a couple more games. But giving them practice tomorrow, that will definitely help. again, these teams are playing every weekend, Mike, so, you know, having a little bit of a break isn't a bad thing. Giving time for that body to recoup.
Okay.
Jennifer trying to get some rocks in play, trying to generate her 2 points.
Well, that last rock went right through the house, and there's the latest from Liz Fife.
Carrie Anderson will want this high. She doesn't want this to come too deep. It's not curling for her either behind the guard. Turned out pretty good.
Peel? Same weight almost. Or do you want to peel?
I think peel. I think I like peeling. Hole? Can we wiggle through the hole?
No, we're good. Just try not to kill our guard.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But yellow stone is removed. That left her corner guard up there to cover her blue one.
Yeah. Okay.
Carrie protecting those 2 yellow stones that are counting in the forefoot.
Into third stones now, the first for Selena Cates.
Well, there may still be a hole there. Jennifer thinks they can get through there with
Yeah, like hacked above. Okay. The same
little bit
shot
less
you
weight.
threw in the second end.
A little wider, but try and follow that yellow. Try and get it in the open if you can. I don't have much of it.
Caitlin throwing an in-turn tap. Trying to thread the needle here between these 2 guards.
It's moving. They're trying to hold the line. Trying to get it through.
Sorry, good. Great job.
Got it through. I'm not sure. I guess, yeah, blue is shot. Oh, no, yellow in the back of the forefoot is shot. And blue is second shot. Carrie's not going to look at that blue shot. She could likely follow it down where Caitlin came, but chances of getting that out and rolling into the open, I think she's thinking it's easier to just draw there at this point. This is the aggressiveness of Carrie Anderson showing right here. You know, a lot of teams would go, you know, maybe a little more cautious, but she keeps nailing away, putting more rocks in play, putting the pressure back on Jennifer Jones's team.
Well, she forced Jones to take one in the first. Then she made a hit for 2 in the second and stole one in the third. And she leads Jennifer Jones 3-1.
You know that it's in a pretty good spot.
Okay. Same weight?
Yeah.
I have a little less of it.
So again, throw the same shot she just threw through those uprights again, thread the needle and come down there. I think the beauty, I like this shot because there's lots of options here where these rocks will go, and where her shooter will stay afterwards is the most important part here. Excellent shot by Caitlin.
And it looks as though Jones is shot.
They're working this really hard to get it past that guard. It's passed, and then they just lay off of it as it, allowing it to curl more and get more of the yellow stone. And out the back, they lay 2. Sorry, one blue one.
Does it? If I hit it high.
You hit it high though.
It's still.
You'd have to roll out, I think, to get it to down.
She can hit all she
if
can
we come
see.
here?
That blue stone should hit the back
Well, even if
blue
we're
stone
here,
and
it's
go
not bad.
across
It's
the
only
house,
one,
and
right?
avoiding her yellow ones at the back. But it's a dangerous shot if she doesn't. She could jam it and hit it on her back ones. So she's looking at that option as well as just drawing.
Yeah. You got it.
She got a good read off of Selena. Kate's last stone, she made a perfect draw. So the ice, she knows this path and what it's going to do here.
What do you guys like? If we hit it a little high, I don't think it jams into it, but. No, we're second, they're third, and fourth. Or we're fourth. If it overcurls, then we could just freeze it. But I like going around it. Yeah, she would, but she would only be sitting 1 then after she's done.
Into skip stones now, 4th end. Carrie Anderson with the 3-1 lead on Jennifer Jones. An interesting collection of rocks in the house here.
They're gonna have to sweep this hard to get it by, Mike. It's really starting to curl. She can't afford to bump it out in the open. Weight came off it. It's not too bad. She's sitting shot stone.
Yeah. Yeah, I like right on the nose. Great. Got it.
This one just starts to take off, and they're sweeping it really hard to try and hold the line, trying to get it around the shot rock in the house, but it just keeps going. So they get off it and just hope that it just sits there and doesn't bounce out too hard. Just tapped it a little bit.
Dawn's walked. I mean, she just had back line, but it's still just that nice weight.
Eunjung Kim leads Nina Roth in the other B event final, 3-1 now, curling the 4th. The first for Jennifer Jones.
They're gonna have to go hard on this one. Great sweeping, it just rubbed.
Does rub. Anderson is shot.
Yeah, still second.
Unless we guard.
I think we guard.
Or do we really want to put the pressure on her? Because we know the line to get in there. We can't leave her a double. No?
Unless we under curl. Or double that.
Yeah.
It's up to you. Do you like it? Then go for
Throw
it.
up the guard. She'll just come around.
Just draw for 1.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Let's come in.
Okay. Okay, let's make it. Like a touch more.
I think that is a touch
Okay,
more.
okay.
But yeah, I'm giving you less. So if I'm light, I'm light.
Yeah, you got it.
So great discussion there, talking about coming down, sitting on top of that yellow rock for second shot.
Let's come in again.
But knowing that she can be light,
I'll give you a
not
little
heavy.
less. If I'm
Heavy,
light, I'm
she doesn't
light.
want to be. So she's had that discussion with Selena.
This is a touch more ice. I don't know if I should be taking touch more. Can I have less? Because we can afford to curl, right? Okay.
This is where it gets a little tricky as skip. You need to really commit to one shot and know the weight you're going to throw. You know, if you're light and you over curl, then you're not protecting anything at that point. So you really have to make sure that you're committed to the shot you're playing.
Here's Anderson's last stone, already lying one.
Again, this one's taking off. They're going to have to work to get it by. And they knew it wasn't getting by, and it was light, so they just left it for the guard. Now Jen's going to look at this in-turn, likely that she had given Caitlin before.
Just looking. Yeah.
It might have lined it up fairly well onto that back 4-foot yellow stone of Anderson's for a double. I'm not sure. They're just looking at the angle.
You get this thin, does this go there?
I think it would. But do we kill this 4? Like if I ran that 2 in.
You don't have the outside piece of this?
No, yeah, like,
Just not
yeah.
Okay.
You'd probably almost, I think you'd just clip this. That would go back there. I just think that deadened.
It's anything going over the top of the 4 or getting the 4?
Do you guys want to? Because it would be for, well, 3.
Yeah.
She's looking for a multiple here.
If I make it, it's for 3.
She's actually looking at running the
like right now, it looks like it
right
just
guard
goes over the
that's
top,
out front
Just wonder
into
if
the
we-
pile.
I don't mind trying it. I think worst case we give up 1.
No, I know, but it's scoring. Like, do you guys want to make sure we score? It's not an easy draw either, so. Do you think we run it?
I think you have to catch this as thin as you can.
Because if I hit
but then
half,
you might be hitting this one.
Yeah, but that's saved on
they
this.
They should be both. This should come in, and if anything, outcount that if this goes over the top.
Yeah.
So it should get 2 out of it.
For a possible 2, yeah, like Caitlin's right there. I just don't know if it
I
catches
think it
that
either
back
goes
one.
over the top of it or just kisses it. Yeah.
Kisses it back. But I think that comes back.
If you're hitting this, then this is going to hit that. They should all come back.
Yeah, it should all come back.
Just a hair high.
Okay. Should run, eh?
Yeah.
Right here?
Okay.
Caitlin just lining up where Jennifer needs to hit that stone to run it into the pile of blue stones. She wants to hit basically almost between the 2 blue stones at the top of the 8-foot on the right-hand side. Hit the high one first and then roll on to the second one on the right-hand side.
Well, pivotal shot here as we head to our 4th end break. Down 3-1 to Carrie Anderson. Spills 2 yellow stones and scores 1.
Well, it was a good try. Good attempt.
And here's another look, Maureen.
Well, I think they jumped it a little soon out of her hand, and then it straightened up a little bit, coming a little bit too much of that top stone. Only scoring the one, but a good shot nonetheless. Got out of the end.
So it's 3-2 Anderson after 4 ends. Halfway through, your thoughts, Maureen, on what you've seen thus far?
Well, I think Carrie's playing very aggressive, and she's taken an opportunity to put the pressure on Jennifer. Keeping her rocks in front of the tee line has helped, and putting up the guards when she needs to. The double she made to take 2 in the second end was a great throw, great shot. Yeah, I like what Carrie's done so far. Jennifer is playing well. I think they've just maybe got a little tricky on weight and over curling a little bit. So we'll see what she says in the break.
All right, Jennifer Jones is down 3-2, and she's standing by with Mike Valente.
Jennifer Jones, the score is 3-2. You make up some ground there. Take us through a lot of discussion, strategy there. What did you see in that previous end?
Yeah, it was just a question of if we could make it for 3 or not. It just kind of went over the top. We thought it might touch it, but yeah, I missed my first one by a millimeter. If we make that, we probably get 3.
What's the message to the team the rest of the way?
Oh, just keep doing what we're doing.
Okay, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you. We'll go to break. It's the 2015 Canad Inns Women's Classic on Shaw TV.
Machinery WHL Hockey is live on Shaw. Watch Wednesday, October 28th, when the Lethbridge Hurricanes storm into the Coliseum for a big battle with the Vancouver Giants. Levitt Machinery WHL Hockey, only on Shaw.
It's a fact that many older homes contain asbestos. When you cut or disturb asbestos, the fibers can get into the air, and that's just plain dangerous. Today, we know that breathing in asbestos can cause lung cancer as well as serious lung diseases. If you plan to renovate, don't touch things that may contain asbestos. Leave it to the pros. They know what they're doing. To learn more about asbestos and your lung health, go to lung.ca.
Canad Inns Destination Centers, proud to support our community with 10 destination centers in Manitoba.
Here with Carrie Anderson. It's 3-2 now. They made up some ground. Third end, you had a nice steal. How would you describe the action so far?
Really good. There's a lot of great shots being made by both teams. So, and we're putting quite a bit of pressure on them. So if we can keep this up and finish strong, should be good.
How do you find the ice today?
Great ice. It's been great all week. So.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much for your time. Let's go back upstairs to Mike and Maureen, guys.
All right, thanks, Mike, and kudos to, I guess, the ice makers here this week.
Well, Greg Iwasko is making the ice, and he's made some great ice. It's to Carrie's liking anyway, for sure. She's such a little sprite, you know. She is so positive, and I think that's what you're seeing in this game here. She's staying very positive and with her team.
Well, we had the mixed here earlier this week, and of course, last week we had the men's. So the ice has been looked after quite closely, although there's been a lot of play on it.
For sure, but you know, Greg is he's just a scientist when it comes to ice. He's been taught to learn from the Hans Wuthrich School of Ice Making, and just wonderful. We have such wonderful ice makers in Manitoba. We're very fortunate.
Carrie Anderson leads Jennifer Jones 3-2 in our B event final. The other B event final on the ice has Eunjung Kim of Korea leading Nina Roth of the US 3-1. We also have 4 elimination games going on. C event games, Stephanie Lawton leads Jamie Sinclair 4-1. Chantal Eberly has a 3-0 lead on Cece Ostlund. Christy McDonald leads Sherry Anderson 3-0. And Kathy O has climbed back against Kelly Scott, and she's up 4-1 now on Kelly.
Well, Jennifer put up that center guard, and Carrie Anderson elected to go around. She made a perfect shot, 12 foot. Jennifer is going to continue to draw around there to the button, asking Dawn to throw the in-turn. And she'll want to get this buried, but in front of that tee line.
Line's good. Room. Line's great.
Dawn and Mike McEwen had their first child this fall, little girl by the name of Vienna.
You got room, guys. You got room. Top button.
Congratulate them on the birth of their first child.
Yep.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Yep. Great shot, Don. There it is.
And Mike's rink was here last week, and their run here ended. They were eliminated.
Yeah, they had a tough go here last week. Getting kind of rowdy back here. There's lots of people here now at the tavern watching curling, watching some big name curlers from across Canada here. Actually, 12 of the 26 teams are from the Prairie Provinces and BC. And out of that 12, there's a lot of provincial Scotty experience.
5 countries represented.
A lot of these countries, Sweden, Switzerland, Japan, South Korea, they're here for 4 to 6 weeks. They're curling the circuit, getting prepared for their own playdowns and own championships back in their own countries. But this is where they get the high-level competition.
A chance to win some money, but probably even better yet, you know, you only get better playing better competition. And
for sure.
Although the rinks that we have here are fairly well established, those from out of country.
You know, we talk about how, you know, our Canadian teams go from province to province and from one end of the country to the other to play throughout the winter. It must be quite a commitment for these top-level European countries and South Korean countries to come here and, you know, for 4 to 6 weeks at a time and leave their families. I just don't know what kind of job you have if you're curling, you know, basically full-time for 4 to 6 weeks. You don't get any vacation, maybe. I don't know.
Well, for some, this is the job.
Yes, that's true.
You have good sponsorship, and you make some money, and then have some flexibility back home, I guess.
Well, seeing the run backs happen here. Almost got that blue one off the... Survived, and Jennifer will try and throw another in-turn draw. Protect that stone. Just misses the back blue one. Good try. And the Jones team is such a good team, strong team at generating points, multiple points. So I'm sure that they'll.
Keep going if you can.
They're good at forcing and they're good at stealing. So Carrie Anderson's team is going to have to play this end very sharp.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going, Caitlin, for line. Go, go, go. Okay, great brushing. Let it go.
Nicely done by Jill Officer. She got a little inside on that mic, yelled right out of her hand. At least she cleared one rock, got that off of there.
Do you have a preference? Pardon? Doesn't matter. Whatever we know better.
We know the bows, so.
Okay. And.
Okay.
Okay, split the
High
center
guard.
line.
Split center.
Split center. It's getting a little better here, I think.
Jennifer's laying 2 blue stones covered in the forefoot. Caitlin will just put another guard on. The higher the better here, Mike. It makes the run back a little harder. If there's more separation between the stone they're just putting over the hog line and the others in the back.
Great job.
Means that the run back has to be more precise on that front stone.
I have some of it on this side. I have like a little more than a quarter. Okay.
This is this out turn where we saw Jennifer come down with tap back weight 2 ends ago. So it'll be, I think they know this path here. That's why Selena is mentioning that she can see a good portion of that rock on that side.
Into third stones now, 5th end. Selena Cates has curled well.
Oh, they've got to go on this to get it by.
So I definitely need more.
Maybe just a little softer weight than maybe what Carrie Anderson was expecting on that rock, because she got a good chunk of that front stone.
Line's good. Okay, right. Good. One tight. Weight's good. Weight's good. Clean, line's perfect. Line's good. Keep it up for tight. Tight. Gotta be tight. Okay, whoa. 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 Lean. Yep. Good.
Now that shot stone is completely covered by 2 guards. Carrie Anderson electing to draw in on the in-turn, down on top of that stone, biting the the button, top of the button.
Second stone for Cates.
Now watch this from the hog line end move. Oh, she's a little hot.
It's 2 blue counting.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a mistake there. There's communication on the weight. If they knew it was heavy, they should have tried to sweep that to the back blue, and unfortunately now she's hit and rolled out. If you can see here, they're sweeping it, they get off of it, and then they realize it's a little heavy. They sweep it by that front one, don't wick off, they go to the back one. This way it's rolled off and left 2 blue stones still shot.
Guys, ideally we're full 4 frozen for a second. Yeah, and the line should get there. It's just we have to come off that one in the 12 foot, so we have to make sure we get by it.
This is setting up really nicely for Jennifer Jones here. She
So
has
it's as good a
a
spot
nice
as any, I guess,
in-turn draw. She can sit on top of her own rock that's biting the top of the button, and then it'll close off the area for Carrie Anderson to get into.
She had an opportunity for 3 in the last end that did not materialize. She'll have to steal if she scores points here. Anderson has the hammer. And a 3-2 lead.
Beautiful shot by Jennifer. Great sweeping by her front end.
Because it'll go. You don't even need to skinny the guard. Yeah, you got it.
Not much deliberation there, Maureen.
No, it's
Up to you.
not sure what she's seeing, but I see a lot of blue. Possibly the best she can do is come down and double tap on the blue, the top blue one back, and sit maybe for third shot. That ice is less than the draw that they were taking, so I'm assuming she's going to throw a little bit more than draw weight.
Here's the first for Carrie Anderson.
She's by. Nicely done. It's hard to see who's second shot.
I'd say us, yeah.
They swept that a little
There's no way
sooner.
to
They
get
may have
that
gotten
out.
second shot out of it.
Oh, Jennifer certainly thinks so.
This draw? Like she's got this draw, right?
Yeah,
She's
or do
blue.
I mean, we come here, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's just that I can't go there.
Right.
I guess we still get one, because this one's out counting.
Yeah.
There's perfect.
It is.
But if I'm here, it's not awful.
No.
Except that I might give her an easy, or
But
that comes
would
back,
stack,
yeah.
I like coming in, I think.
Okay, right here.
Yeah, and if we're full 8, that's fine.
Okay, this is, so I gave you there for your guard.
Yeah.
This is where we threw, remember? Is that too much more?
I don't think we were quite out there before.
There?
Yeah, like that. I think
that
it'll...
first end, or yeah.
Yeah.
Hair heavier?
Yeah.
So Carrie throwing her in-turn shot here. It's all about sweeping this by, just getting by the front, keeping on it, make sure she gets that tap back. That front one just ticks it out the back.
So we're trying to go half in the 4-foot, full 4, but it's an all line.
So it appears as though Jones has 2 blue counting. She does not have the hammer. Here's her last stone coming up.
Well, Jennifer's really going to put the pressure on Carrie Anderson here by coming in on the out turn, getting it half tucked around, biting the 4-foot. She'll be laying 3.
She's been limited thus far to 2 single points and trails 3-2, but the possibility of a big end here.
Well, she's closing down that 4-foot for Carrie's last rock. Going to force Carrie to have to make a really, really good shot with her last shot.
Let's see what she can do with this one.
You have to wait on this so long. It starts to come in at the hog line, but it's weight dependent. All up to the sweepers here. It's a great shot by Jennifer. That is pretty much almost buried, is it not, Mike?
It is.
They waited on this, and then finally, just over the hog, they start to sweep and realize it's coming down. Want to bite of that forefoot, sweep it in there.
To lie 3, you think.
Normal, do you like? Yeah. You got it. You think it should finish?
I think so.
Now, what does she have here,
Guys like
Maureen?
this?
Looks like she's playing the in off the yellow one.
Pardon?
believe.
We're gonna throw normal,
Yeah.
just so we can get the roll.
So she's
Do you
trying
like that
to in
ice?
off the yellow one onto bite the button.
Last rock, 5th end. Could be a pivotal shot here. Facing 3.
She's close, Mike. Oh, did they leave it too long?
She'll roll through.
Great shot, great try.
The button and give up 1, but it could have been much worse.
Could have been much worse. Great shot by Carrie.
And how difficult was that, Maureen?
Oh, that was a really difficult shot. That's a nail biter for sure, especially with the parents sitting right to us. They were all screaming for the rock to stop.
All right, we've got a game, a 3-3 tie. Let's go to Mike Valente.
Exciting 5th end there. 3-3 the score now. A social media reminder for you. We're on Twitter tonight at Shaw TV Winnipeg. We would appreciate your comments. You can log on there and send us some tweets. And also, if you go to YouTube, you can check out a live stream of tonight's draw. If for some reason you have to be away from your television, go to our YouTube page at Shaw TV Winnipeg. You'll find the link on our front page there. And a reminder, we'll be back on the air this evening at 8:30 p.m. for more curling action. This is the 2015 Canad Inns Women's Classic, and you're watching it on Shaw TV.
In his first 2 seasons of curling, Alex Marchand won 7 games. 8 games. In that time, he put together a 2-game winning streak, got new uniforms, met an Olympic gold medalist, made the front page of Curling Monthly. He explained to his boss what sweeping does, and got his butt kicked by a guy with a fake hip. Yes, Alex the Hack Marchand has had quite a year, and it all started with a click.
Hey guys, what's up?
Frank forgot to bring the ball. Sorry. So now we need something we can throw and kick that's not too big and slightly oblong.
What are you guys looking at? The least I can say, I'm naturally talented at football!
If you love the game as much as we do, go deep with the Shaw Road to the Grey Cup with exclusive interviews, game day features, and more.
Canad Inns Destination Centers, proud to support our community with 10 destination centers in Manitoba.
Welcome back to Portage, a 3-3 tie in our B-event final between Jennifer Jones and Carrie Anerson. The winner advances to tomorrow's playoffs. The losing team has to try to qualify through the C event this evening. 8 teams make the playoffs, and 2 are already in. Michelle Englot of Regina, Saskatchewan, Tracy Fleury of Sudbury, Ontario. And there's a look at the Nina Roth and Jung Kim game. That is done, and we're trying to find out exactly what happened there, because there Haven't been teams on that sheet for about 10 minutes now, so we'll hand that job to Mike Valente. Now that's the other B event final. And I think what's being reported is that Kim picked up 5 in the 5th end to blow that one open. And Roth has conceded, opting to maybe take a bit of a break and then come back strong for the C event finals tonight. So Eun Jung Kim of Korea is our 3rd qualifier. 5 more to come, 1 in our featured game here, and then 4 more tonight. And as Mike mentioned, we'll be back on the air at 8:30 with the C event finals.
Well, on our featured sheet, Mike, here they've got a game and brewing here with rocks in play. Both teams electing to continue to be aggressive and play into the button 4-foot area.
But it's still tapping.
Jones stealing one in that 5th end to tie the game 3-3.
Carrie Anderson is going to start peeling now and keep the 4-foot open for herself. Hopefully not having to make many more of those in-hops against 3. It's a great attempt on Carrie's part to try and, well, to reduce the count, but great shot anyway.
Here's Liz Fife.
Great shot.
Yeah.
Liz opened up the front as well as removed a key rock.
Back feet, yeah. Yeah, I tapped it.
Split center.
Split
4
center,
feet.
you got it.
Line's good.
There's a look at Joe Officer, the decorated 2nd of Team Jones.
Here, guys. Got a split center. All you got.
And what a career they've already had.
Oh,
you know.
for sure. Like, you know, Olympians, and that's a wonderful thing. No one will ever take that away from them. They are true Olympians for the rest of their lives, and just
going undefeated, and like
unbelievable.
5 Canadian titles, like 9 Manitoba crowns.
Yeah. Just such a strong team and great ambassadors to the sport. Caitlin does a lot of work with high impact athletes in Manitoba. She's part of that program put out by Sport Manitoba. Wonderful giving back to the community and to other sports, not just curling.
Liz Fife preparing for her 2nd. The Anderson rink has lost rock here in the 6th after giving up a steal in the 5th. They led 3-1 at one point, 3-3 now.
Well, it's an important end. It's a 6th end. It would be similar to if you were playing a 10-end game, it'd be the 8th end. So 6th end is important to count or to get your deuce. Preferably the deuce.
Anderson line 2.
Nice in-turn takeout. Easy weight, just coming around to tap back that shot stone. And Carrie getting on it in the back, taking it out the back to lie 2 yellow stones.
Just 1 deuce in this game from the Anderson team in the 2nd end.
on that deuce was all Carrie. She had to make that double to get that 2. So that was a really nice double she made for that too.
Into third stones now. Here's Caitlin Laws.
Just missed the back one for the double. Carrie Anderson will ask Selena to draw, enter and draw, and keep it high, maybe bite the forefoot around that guard that's on the center line. Kind of a repeat of the last stand, but only different colors this time.
Here's Selena Cates.
Excellent shot.
T-line. Right on the T-line. At a 14-7. Okay.
Where a lot of teams
So,
would maybe
that's
hit that
like a
back
fighting
stone
corner,
that's in the back button and try and, you know, generate something, move it out of there and lay 2. Jennifer always puts the pressure on the other team. You know, freezing down to a stone is the hardest shot in the game, and she demands it a lot of her team, and they perform very well, and that's, I think, a credit to their success.
Second stone for Caitlin.
Nice shot by Caitlin. Had to wait a long time for that rock. You could hear Jennifer yelling, you know, wait, wait, it's still on the blue and at the top of the rings. And then it finally curled in.
Yeah, for a while there, it didn't look like you'd get past that blue in the 12-foot. There is some separation there. What might they play here, Marie?
Well, I think they're trying to get to the, as much as they can see, they might be able to move that blue one off the button. She's not overthrowing this by any means, so trying to get the inside of the blue one.
Just a bit of weight behind this. Last of the third stones.
Just didn't squirt as far as they thought it was going to.
Jones is lying shot.
She can pick this out though, can't she? What?
Yeah, I guess. Tight past that blue.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay. Go here?
I think so. And I mean, even if we're
here.
Yeah.
Okay. So I gave you there because you had to. So this is Dawn's ice.
Okay.
It's got to be closed, doesn't it?
Yep. I like it.
It's a great call by Jennifer Jones, coming into the house and sitting on top of either the cornering the yellow one just off center. Sitting there nice and tight.
Have a lot of good options.
Most teams might consider just putting a guard up and closing it off, but she knows that she can get another one in there and really put some pressure on the Anderson team.
Corner freeze? Okay. Oh, you can't leave her that tap. I could just set up a double. Yeah, it's all line though, even anywhere in front of it, 12 foot. I'll let you know the line, okay? This pass slides quite nicely.
Did she still leave a tap to come around there with that guard being so high now and over curled? I think Carrie Anderson can still get in there and tap her yellow and the shot. Really weight sensitive on this spot, Mike. We saw Caitlin's rock hang out here for so long. It'll be interesting. Carrie Anderson has taken just a shade less ice than what Caitlin had, so we'll see how it runs down this spot.
First stone for Carrie Anderson. She has the hammer here in the sixth, a 3-3 tie.
She's throwing good weight at this, upboard weight.
She gets rid of her own stone.
Just a little bit too hard, I think. Just didn't turn for her.
And leaves Joan line shot.
Probably our best bet, eh?
Does this hurt us?
Oh yeah, well that's good. We just thrown that too, eh?
Yeah.
And even if I tap off, yeah, I like that, Caitlin. I could rub off here too.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had here.
Yeah.
I actually think that ice is close.
Yeah, I would agree.
Right there.
Okay.
And again, great discussion there by Caitlin and Jennifer, looking at, you know, first the out-turn draw around there where they could bite the forefoot, and then looking at the same shot they just threw. They know the line, they know what they need to do, close that up, and have some options here, Mike, to come in, bite the forefoot. That really can't hurt them, as well as just plugging up the hole. So they've got options. You heard Jennifer say maybe even nicking off the side yellow and into the forefoot. So there's some options here.
Last stone for Jennifer Jones here in the sixth, trying to manufacture another steal. Right on the lid.
Back four.
Deeper than she wanted, Maureen?
A little bit deep, yeah. Gave an out. Here it comes in here. They're not sure if they should sweep it or let it go. It's kind of that in-between kind of weight. Hoping that it stops, but it just carries through those two yellow stones and comes to rest right on the button. Little deep. Now it gives Carrie a chance to come down to it and just tap it back for her one. Had Jennifer been shorter, a little bit shorter, you know, Carrie would have likely elected to draw on the out turn to bite the button. So still not an easy shot. She has to negotiate that wide 12-foot rock that everybody's been struggling to get by and waiting on to get by. And then once it gets by, it comes hard.
Last rock, sixth end of a 3-3 tie. Carrie Anderson facing two Jennifer Jones counters.
This one's hanging, Mike. You're gonna have to go for the weight.
Is it enough for at least second shot?
I think it was maybe a steal of 2.
Looks like a steal of 2 for Jennifer Jones. They seem pretty happy. We'll be back to confirm that in a second. 5-3 is what we've got right now through 6 ends of play. The hammer to Einarson. When we come back, you're watching the Canad Inns Women's Classic from Portage on Shaw TV.
I am Canadian, a free Canadian. Free to speak without fear.
Free to worship in my own way.
Free to stand for what I think right.
Free to oppose what I believe wrong.
Free to choose those that will govern my country.
This heritage of freedom.
I pledge to uphold.
Learn more about citizenship at citizenship.gc.ca/discover.
A message from the Government of Canada.
In Canada, gold comes in many colors. It's these moments that fuel our passion, and we are proud to call it home. We've got the gold. It's up to us to keep it. It's shocking that every day we lose 80 acres of wetlands, like our beautiful marshes. Be an outdoor champion so that Canada's natural areas don't fade away. Donate now.
Tavern United, a new world sports pub. With a wide selection of sporting events televised at our 8 locations in Manitoba. Tavern United, your destination for great sports all the time.
Welcome back to Portage. Indeed, it was a steal of 2 in the 6th for Jennifer Jones. So back-to-back steals in the 5th and 6th. And she has a 5-3 lead over Carrie Einarson in a match. The Jones team trailed 3-1 at one point. The other B event final here at the Canad Inns Women's Classic is in the books. Eun Jung Kim of Korea is the 3rd ranked to qualify for tomorrow's playoff round. Her rank defeated Nina Roth of the US, who will be back on the ice tonight at 8:30. And we've got 4 elimination games going on right now. And just to update you on those, Kathy Overton-Clapham of Manitoba leads Kelly Scott by a score of 5-3. Christy McDonald of the Granite has a 4-1 lead on Sherry Anderson. It is Chantal Eberly trailing Cece Oslin now by a score of 4-3, and Stephanie Lawton has a 4-2 lead on Jamie Sinclair. We're back on the air at 8:30, as I mentioned, with the C event finals. The final 4 rinks to qualify for the playoffs will be determined later tonight. And we'll have the championship final here from Portage tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
So the start of this end, Dawn McEwen put her first stone in biting the button, and Einarson put up a corner guard, and then Dawn was asked to put another stone tight to the 12-foot, guarding the first stone she put there. And Einarson removed that and rolled to the side. So you can see now where Jennifer Jones is hitting the yellow one, and you are all caught up.
We've seen a bit of a momentum shift in this game, Maureen. It was 3-1 for Carrie Einarson at one point, but the Jones rink has scored in the last 3 ends.
Well,
4 consecutive points.
Exactly, Mike. I talked about that 6th end is so critical in an 8-end game, and that you know, you have to score, whether you get your 2 or not. You need to score that 1. If you're forced, you know, giving up a steal is not the greatest when you're in the 6th end. It's not the greatest anytime, but the 6th end is a critical spot where you definitely want to score. And I think the problem with that whole end is that maybe a bailout a little sooner out of that end might have been warranted. But Carrie has an opportunity now to get some rocks in play. She's got a corner guard. And we'll see what happens here. She'll look to get her deuce. If she can't, she'll try and keep the end clean and blank. Very nice shot. Jennifer will go up and peel the corner guard.
What do you get? Oh, all right, 85.
Clean only.
Here's Jill Officer.
Nice throw, Jill. Good. Nice throw.
Nicely done. Nicely thrown rock by Jill Officer. Peeling away and rolling off. And you'll see Carrie Enerson just try and replace this stone throughout the end, and Jennifer will peel it off.
If you're coaching the Jones rink, what's the goal for this end?
Keep it very simple. You're up 2. You don't have to take any chances here. The other team has to be more aggressive. You've already got 2 stones in play. You don't need any more stones in play. That just magnifies the opportunity for, you know, a hit and a roll on top of another rock. So the KISS principle.
Force them to 1, hopefully, and,
Yes.
and get the hammer back for the 8th end.
For sure. Jennifer will want to force her to 1 and keep the hammer for the other end, and Carrie obviously will either try and get her deuce or blank.
We're scheduled for 8 here on the World Curling Tour. Into 3rd stones already. Fairly quickly played game. It's had a lot of rocks in play and some good shot making. This might go right through.
I'm surprised that they played that back one. Really knowing the momentum has changed in this game, and you know, you play for the scoreboard here. You know, I guess it was an either-or shot, but you definitely don't want to miss on the high side there. Taking the front was likely the first call. It gives Carrie an opportunity to play this back one and roll behind that 12-foot rock and use it as a guard to protect her own rock. That was unfortunate. That was a great opportunity for Carrie Anderson to hit and roll behind that corner guard and lay 2.
Now the second from Caitlin Laws. Gonna peel the short guard.
Taking out their own on the other side wasn't the end of the world either. I think that's just another obstacle that Carrie can use. This is just going to make it an open, basic lie 2 kind of end. Open hits, don't have any obstructions to work around. So I don't think Jennifer was that upset that that rock doubled off her own. That's 2 misses in a row where they've had an opportunity to lie to. Those are those misses that make or break you when you're looking to score. And unfortunately, those 2 back-to-back misses is not going to help your cause on this end.
Right on the nose. A little roll your way, Joe, would be great, but I just don't want to jam it.
Jennifer Jones with back-to-back steals to take over this game. A 5-3 lead playing the 7th.
Building. Okay, kind of wait. Okay.
I think Carrie Anderson will just play out this end, exchanging rocks. A little late in the end to try and generate your 2, and you've only got 2 rocks left, so she'll try again on the next end.
Here's the first for Carrie Anderson. She has the hammer here in the 7th. Loses the shooter.
Rolling out gives Jennifer the chance with her last rock to tuck one around there and force her opponent to 1.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, actually I threw this back here.
Oh yeah, yeah, but we had over here.
Yeah.
But that was, yeah, so that should be close.
I like that. You got it.
Okay, a little faster to the wings. Okay. Caitlin has 16. I didn't get it, so. Okay, yeah. So I think we just need to make sure this is buried. Doesn't matter where it is in the house as long as it's buried.
It's great communication again by Jennifer, telling her sweepers where line is everything basically. Get it buried behind the rock, doesn't matter where in the house it is. That's the force. Leaving anything out other than buried gives Anderson the chance to pick it out.
Jones trying to take advantage of that earlier miss by the Anderson team. Trying to bury this rock, and it rubs up against that yellow stone.
Well, they swept that early. They knew it was going to bend once it got to the hog line. That's when it does all its movement. So they were trying to sweep it early, knowing that it was going to be tight. She had great weight on that. Just nicked the front yellow one. So Carrier just throw an in, turn, take out, and hit and roll out, and try again for her deuce in the next last end.
Last rock, 7th end. Carrie Anderson looking to blank. Try her luck in the 8th. And that's exactly what she does. A blanked 7th end. Anderson retains the hammer, down 5-3 through 7 ends of play. We're back with the conclusion of our featured game. In a moment, you're watching the Canadians Women's Classic live from Portage on Shaw TV.
fleeting, Johnny. You have to earn it. They don't just give it to you. You're here because you love the game. Not for the interviews. Not for the endorsements. You can't forget where you came from.
Hey! What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
At Shaw TV, we are proud to bring you live events and we value your comments. Call the Shaw TV viewer response line now, 204-80-3500, or email us, shawtvwinnipeg@shaw.ca, and let us know how we're doing. Or find us on Facebook and Twitter at Shaw TV Winnipeg.
Tavern United, a new world sports pub. With a wide selection of sporting events televised at our 8 locations in Manitoba. Tavern United, your destination for great sports all the time.
Welcome back to Portage. We are in the Tavern United here at the Canad Inn's destination in Portage, and I can smell those chicken fingers, Maureen.
Yes, and lots of other smells. There's some great food behind us. If they weren't looking, I might just grab a sandwich or two here.
Jennifer Jones leads Carrie Anderson 5-3, curling the 8th in a B event final. The winner advances to tomorrow's playoffs, joining Eun Jung Kim, who has defeated Nina Roth of the U.S. on this draw to capture the other B event final. And Michelle Inglot and Tracy Fleury are already in, having won the A event finals. We'll be back on the air at 8:30 tonight to determine the other 4 finalists. And there are a couple of Manitoba rinks right now involved in elimination games. Kathy Overton Clapham leads Kelly Scott, the former Manitoban, 5-4. That one's going right down to the wire. And Christy McDonald has a 4-2 lead on veteran Sherry Anderson. Eberly and Osland are tied 4-4, and it's Stephanie Lawton victorious over Jamie Sinclair. So Lawton moves on to the C event finals this evening. Jamie Sinclair has been eliminated. Lawton, a former champion here back in 2012.
Well, this end, again, Jennifer asked Dawn McEwen to put her 2 rocks in the center, and Carrie Anderson elected to put up her corner guards. We're caught up now with Jill Officer throwing her first of 2 stones to peel off, possibly make a double peel here. And she just gets the 1.
Anderson did score a deuce against Jones earlier in this game, but it'll be much more difficult here in the 8th as the strategy changes a bit. Here's Liz Fife.
They'll put up 1 more corner guard here with Liz's rock.
The Anderson rink with a 4-1 record. They curled earlier this afternoon and defeated Kelly Scott. If they lose this game against Jones, they'll have to go back on the ice in just over an hour. So back-to-back-to-back games. They'll sleep well tonight. Second stone for Jill Officer. And she peels that short guard. I guess you try to bury rocks. I mean, how do you try to manufacture something when the other team is just, you know, intent on hitting everything?
For sure.
Keeping things clean.
that corner guard is really important to you at this point. I would maybe consider putting one more corner guard up on the other side with seconds last rock. She's going to elect now. This is another option to come back and tap that front 12-foot stone of Jennifer Jones back and create a pocket where they can draw to in case the corner guard does go, which I'm sure Jennifer will try and eliminate next.
She's coming over.
That's a good shot. It's behind the tee line so they can draw to them. So that's a really good shot by Liz.
I think we peel this one. Forget that. That's great. It's pretty thin.
Jennifer's calling the inside out shot here for the peel, because if you play the outside in, you have the chance of jamming that in, running it into the blue stones. So she wants to eliminate. If she gets one and pushes it out to the side, that's great. If she gets the double, she gets a great shot by eliminating both yellows.
Caitlin Laws with a bit of weight behind this one. And another one that goes through. Might that change the face of this end?
That does change the face of this end greatly. It gives them an opportunity to draw in. I would draw, I think draw to the side one first. Play a little cat and mouse here. You always have that yellow one to bump back.
Stay tuned for our post-game show. Mike Valente will have a conversation with the winning skip. And we're back on the ice at 8:30 with the C event finals. Selena Cates.
Selena's had a good game. I really impressed with the way she threw it. As throwing today. She's had great control of her draw weight. She'll need it here to make this freeze on top of this Jones stone in the back of the four. Pretty nice shot by Selena.
Had a nice way to rebound from that last end. She had a couple of shots that just didn't go her way. Has curled, as you mentioned, very well for the most part.
Jennifer electing to draw on top of Selena's rock she just put there. Corner it. Can't afford to bounce off. Has to be right on the corner. Caitlin hasn't thrown a lot of draws this game, so this is a really important draw shot for her. Can't afford to bounce this off into the open. No shot.
Jones line two. Here's another look. They just stayed right off this rock.
Yeah, right on, all the way. It's basically there on its own. They were just waiting for it to finish to that corner. It just came up nicely at the end.
Last of the third stones.
They want to hit everything they can on this rock. Everything they can see. Keep their Yellowstone in play.
Looks like yellow marine.
I think so. Yellow's sitting
One
one.
for Anderson at this stage.
Turn out too badly.
Even if they're here, it's pretty good. Try to freeze.
Key there, if that back
Trade
one in
the
the
rules.
back 8-foot Jones Rock would have been farther, it would have been really nice for Carrie. As it turned out, they hit as much as they could. It spun off, that back one spun off, and you can see Carrie sweeping as hard as she can to get it back.
Okay, it's all line. I'd like to freeze. Got to get by that corner guard, which I know looks like a big hole from down here, but do you think you're normal? Touch lower? Okay.
It's interesting. This is the draw shot that Carrie Anderson threw in the draw to the button, and she didn't get it to the button. It actually hung out on her quite a while, so we'll see how it has changed since that first
Roll if you
first
can.
end.
Line's good. Yep. Yes. Line. Keep on. Round. Also. It's all you. Line's perfect. Line's great. Top button. Top button. Yep. Oh, no. Line's good. Top button. It's all you. Lock it on. Lock it on. Gotta bite the button. Go, 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 go. Hard. Oh, God. Jeez.
Doesn't get there. It's still Anderson with shot stone.
Have to really think about this one, how she wants to set this up. They were sweeping it in here, left it for a little bit. And I think this is where Jill thought if they kept sweeping, they could have gotten it to the button. Just got on it a little later, swept it as far as they could. And sits for third shot.
Same thing. Yeah, same weight, really. Nate can sweep it.
Well, Carrie Anderson is going to try and come down the in-turn draw and sit right on top of her stone, as tucked in as well as she can to possibly sit two, Mike. It's there. It's a tough shot, but it could mean setting up for her deuce, possibly multiple. You have to remember too, what is she going to leave Jennifer? Jennifer still has that rock up in the top 4 foot that she can tap up.
First stone in the 8th for Carrie Anderson. She has the hammer down 5-3 to Jennifer Jones in a B event final here at the Canad Inns Women's Classic.
Oh, they've got to go. They need to wait on this. Get it in there, let it curl. Great shot.
But is that worth it? I guess so. 'Cause even if I dead stick it there, eh?
Because this should miss that.
Yeah.
And that should go out.
It's probably our best shot, eh?
Unfortunate part with Carrie's is it just bumped that blue one back a little
like
bit
that.
too far and took it out as a saver for her yellows.
How much do I have of ours? Half?
Jennifer can make both of these yellow ones push out of the rings by cornering her blue one into those yellow rocks, and they should both split open, split to the right side.
Last rock for Jennifer Jones. Lots of weight behind this one, trying to spill those yellow stones that are counting. Gets rid of one. She is shot.
Just a little thin on this one. She hits it a little thin and just gets the one to go. A little thicker, that yellow one was going back. She would have been lane 2. Possibly 3.
It's there for sure.
Carrie has a chance here to stick this. She's looking at possibly even taking the run back double on the Blues to get the win. You know, it is there.
Well, it's going to come down to the final shot. She needs a deuce to tie and 3 to win.
Yeah, you get the double. Yeah.
You can just think, make yourself think it's just a straight back double, just a straight back double. And not look at that yellow one. That's your shot rock that you need to keep there.
How tough is this?
It's a tough shot.
It looks easy from up here, Maureen.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Scale of 1 to 10, it's an 11. And I'd rather have her throwing it than you, Mike. Sorry.
That's okay. I can't beat Alex the Hack Marchand from the commercials that we've been seeing, so never mind. Last rock, 8th end. Carrie Anderson trailing by 2. Looking for the double.
She's close. Oh, it just jammed.
And it jams.
So close. Great try.
Jones will steal one and win 6-3. So she moves on to the playoffs tomorrow, and we'll have a break tonight. The Jones rink, 2-time defending champions here, trying to win the Canadians Women's Classic 3 consecutive years. And for Carrie Anderson's foursome, they'll have to play again this evening, their 3rd game since 1:30 this afternoon. A well-curled match. 6-3 final in the books in favor of Jones. We're back with our post-game show in just a moment. You're watching the Canadians Women's Classic from Portage on Shaw TV.
Crown Produce Canada West Football is live on Shaw. Tune in Friday, October 23rd when the high-flying UBC Thunderbirds touch down in Saskatoon for a battle with the Saskatchewan Huskies. Crown Produce Canada West Football, only on Shaw.
Shaw TV wants to send 2 deserving recipients to the 103rd Grey Cup. Do you know a super fan, a football player doing great work in their community, or perhaps a teacher who goes above and beyond for their students? Tell us why this person deserves a pair of tickets to the Grey Cup, and they will be entered to win tickets to the biggest CFL game of the year.
Canad's Destination Centers, proud to support our community with 10 destination centers in Manitoba.
Here with the winning skip, Jennifer Jones. Jennifer, you were down 3-1 after 3 ends. You clawed your way back. You had back-to-back steals. How does it feel, and what does it do for your team's confidence tomorrow?
Oh, you know, it feels good. I thought we played well early and just didn't finish off some ends. So we hung in there and put some good shots together, and we have a really good feel for speed out here. So hopefully we'll play good tomorrow.
Where did you see specifically that you thought the game really turned?
I'm not sure. Even when we got our 1 in the fourth end, we were very close to getting a 3 there, and probably the steal in the fifth end was probably the turning point in the game. And the girls, we put some good draws in there, and Carrie made a great shot just to force us to 1 or 2. Yeah.
Thanks for your time today, Jennifer. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks. Let's send it upstairs to Mike and Maureen.
Thanks, Michael. Maureen, you saw a veteran rink, a crafty veteran rink at work there. If you look at the last 3 or 4 ends, Jones actually stole 3 of the last 4 ends. The last 4 points of this game were stolen to win 6-3.
Yeah, and I think Jennifer nailed it. The turning point was the possible. She took 1 on that third end, but that possibly could have been a 3. And then after that, they just started to put the pressure on Anderson every end after that. And unfortunately, on Carrie Anderson's part, once that happens, you've got to be sharp on all your shots and come through. And Jones' team prevailed.
And they're off to the playoffs, and Anderson's rink will be back on the ice tonight at 8:30, as we will as well on Shaw TV if we want to rejoin us then. Let's go downstairs to Mike.
Thank you very much, Mike and Maureen. Once again, the final score 6-3 for Jennifer Jones. She advances to the playoffs tomorrow. We'll be back on the air in less than 60 minutes at 8:30 p.m. local time to determine our remaining finalists for tomorrow's playoffs. I'm Mike Valente. For Mike and Maureen upstairs, we'll be back very shortly here on Shaw TV. It's the 2015 Canadians Women's Classic right here in Portage La Prairie.